Today we are going to start a new video on production and operation management. Today we are going to study material handling. In this video we are going to discuss various types of material handling, equipment and best practice. Now, now we are going to start the material handling. First let me may you understand what is the material handling. Suppose the from the raw material to the final product or to the final product to the warehouse, the one process is involved, that is the material handling. How to handle the material, like the raw material or the finished good, whatever it created, they need to handle properly. So if I tell you the what is the material handling, that we can say material handling involves the movement of material manually or mechanically in batches or one item at a time within the plant. The movement may be horizontal, vertical or combined. Material handling is the movement, storage, control and protection of material, goods and products throughout the process of manufacturing, distribution, consumption and disposal. So this is a full process of material handling, from the production to storage to the distribution to disposal. This is the material handling. So material handling, we can say that the material handling doesn't add any value to the product, but it adds the cost of product, hence it will the cost of the customer more. Okay, there is a one statistics over there. 40% of the cost of the production is actually the material handling in India. So understand, so material handling is the one of the most important factor of the production. Like if your product of a glass item, okay, so handling cost is very important because this is a very fragile item. We need to transfer from the one part to another part in case of the India, so we need to be very much careful when we are transporting in the transport process. So this is the material handling. Material handling is the important part in the production. It doesn't add any value, but the cost may be higher or the lower. It already depend on the material handling. Now we are going to find the objectives of material handling. So first thing, there are various focus area and the objective, and each and every points are related to each other. Like first one, if we focus on the cost efficiency, so minimize the material handling cost. Okay, we can relate with these things. Maximize the equipment utilization, efficient equipment uses. So we have to use more modern and more technological equipment for the handling the material. Okay, so what is the basic objective of material handling? If the material handling team is very efficient, so we can get our material to our end. I'm telling about regarding to the customer, like customer getting material very fast. Example, Amazon. Amazon are so efficient, so they are actually giving the product in very short time to any part in India. We are considering in India, any part in India. So that is the efficiency of the Amazon warehouse or Amazon production or material handling system. So what is the objective? Minimize material handling cost, reduce delay and interruption. If there is so many interruption, political interruption, physical interruption, like environmental interruption, so these things are not availability of the transportation like cars, rails, everything. So these things are actually interrupts. If the interrupts are very less, so materials handling should be flow in fluency. Boost production capacity and productivity. So this is the things. Ensure safety in the material handling. Like materials are everything. Like if I give an example of a glass material, we need fragile, we need to handle it very careful. If there is very costly material, there is a case of stolen or maybe some damage of the product, so customer will not take this type of product. So ensure safety of the material handling, this is very important. Like if a person ordered any gold ornaments or diamond ornaments, that should be ensure that should these things are actually packed properly and it should be safety, because the cost of the product is high. It's not fragile, but the cost of the product is very high. To prevent the material damage and lower investment in the process inventory. So what is the meaning of that? The process inventory, see, inventory cost is high because of when the things are coming from the production house to warehouse, the product warehouse should keep the product in their warehouse. So the cost of the warehouse should be increased for that reason. If in case of the cross docking, like the demand of the product is good, so people are taking Amazon. Actually, what the Amazon actually did, Amazon actually taking product from the supplier and direct give it to the consumer. So there is no such inventory cost for them, but there is certain inventory cost they have to pay, because when they are need, if they are emergency, if they are for the stock in their warehouse, they need to give from their warehouse, okay, items from their warehouse. So this is the objective of the material handling. Now we're going to start the principle of material handling. The first thing is the planning principle. For each and every event as well as the material handling, we need to planning. So without planning of any event, we can't do the handling. So all handling activities should be planned. Next one. Next one is coming that the system principle. What does it mean? Plan a system integrated as many handles activities as possible and coordinate the full scope operation. What does it means? That means whatever operation should be taking place in case of the material handling, that should be planned. Like operations like receiving, storage, production, inspection, packing, warehousing, and supply, transportation. This system is should be planned. Space utilization. Third point. Space utilization. What does it mean? So you should utilize the packing place and the material handling place should be proper. Like if we take an example of an Amazon warehouse, so people are putting the material according to their order sequence, or maybe in the weight sequence. Like we can put any heavier object at the top, but the less weight object or lighter object at the bottom part. Like, so we have to put the item in a weight sequence. Like this weight is 5 gram, okay, and the other weight is 7 kg, sorry, 5 kg and 7 kg. Okay, we can't put it in the top, so that should be maybe a massacre further. So we can put like this 7, 5, 4, like this. Okay, this is the space utilization. In the vertical way, maybe the horizontal way, in the sequential way, various way we can utilize our space. The fourth one, unit load. Unit load means when you are taking any materials from the one part to another part of the warehouse or the the industry. So that should be unit load or the bulk load. What you are taking, that should be taken care. Okay, I mean, like you are taking hundreds glass. I mean the glass product. Okay, so maybe this is fragile, it's dangerous. So how to make the unit of the material transportation, that should be taken care. Gravity principle. So gravity principle is there whenever it is available. The so for the transporting any material, we can use the gravity principle. What does it means? Like we are we are transporting sand from the one part to another part of the production house. Okay, so if I make an inclined shape like this, so we can put the sand over there. The sand can goes from the this part to the other part very easily. So that is the gravity principle. Then material flow. Material flow is the plan and operation sequence and equipment arranged to the optimized material flow. Like whatever sequence will happen. So like I'm just telling you, in case of the cement factory, so what are the equipment? What are the process requirement? We have to put the equipment at that sequence order, like assembly line. When the any car manufacturing company also follow the sequence of the material when the car is manufacturing. Okay, the material flow principle. Then the simplification. Simplification is a reduce, combine or eliminate unnecessary movement or equipment. Okay, what does it means? We are making the material handling simplify. We want to do the repetitive work at that maybe complicated the process. Okay, then coming safety principle. the material handling we should maybe save. Like when you are the, I hope each and every household are receiving the Amazon packing. So there is some cautions. This is upside down, fragile, handle with care. This type of safety principle actually attached with the packing box. Okay, the material handling needs safety. Then next one is the mechanism principle. What does it means? That means use mechanical or automated material handling equipment. In the next part of the video, we are going to show you what is the material handling equipments. Okay, standardized principle, that is very simple. Make the process standardized. Method, type, size of the handling equipment, make them standardized. Like gravity principle, we are putting the sand over there, obviously we're putting sand. Each and every material need an equipment, so standardize this material. Okay, then coming the flexibility part, use a method or equipment that can perform variety of tasks and the application. So like standardization and the flexibility. So use like one type of product, like I'm just taking the forklift. So forklift or fork truck that can take the material from the one place to another place. Maybe in case of the, if you visit any type of production house like manufacturing hub, so you can see the forklift is taking each and every type. Maybe this in type of roll, in the any metal roll or metal plate, the forklift is available, so it can take the material from the one part to another part of the manufacturing unit. Then next comes the equipment selection. Okay, consider all aspects of the material, move the method to the utilize. That means the equipment selection, which type of material using which type of equipment. Like if you're taking a sand from the one part to another part, we can take a whole plate. Okay, the plate with hole, we can take the sand from the one part to another part. For that, if there is a one type of factory, like glass factory, we need sand, silica, the various items we need. So we take any type of item that can use for the various product. Okay, then dead weight principle, that reduce the ratio of the dead weight payload in the mobile equipment. Okay, then the motion principle, equipment designed to transfer material should be kept in motion, like conveyor belt, the motion, we have to go the things in the motion. Then it's come in the ideal time principle. Ideal time means you can't kill the time. So whenever the production is not happening, the people are not sitting in a idle position, that should be moved, not ideal time. How to remove the unnecessary time, how to remove the, how to overcome the dead time. So that is the ideal time principle. Then coming is the maintenance principle. Plan for preventive maintenance or schedule repair for all the handling equipments. Like keep spares part. Like if I example forklift is using in a factory for the various time. So these things need to maintenance or the repair. For that reason, we have to keep another forklift for that reason. Suppose for first 15 days in a month we are using forklift number 1, and the next 15 days of a month we are using forklift number 2. Okay, so this is the maintenance principle. Next one is coming the adolescence. Adolescence means the replace absolute handling methods equipment when more efficient method equipment will improve in operation. Suppose people are following one type 1 maintenance method, but nowadays this is automated, so we have to remove the one and we have to replace the method number 2. So that is the uh, abundance principle. So we need to improve the principle when it is needed. Okay, next one is coming the control one. Use material handling equipment to improve production control, inventory control and other handling. That is the control principle. And last one, before last one, there's one more, there's a capacity. Capacity one, what is the capacity? Capacity, use handling equipment to help achieve the full capacity. Suppose the a truck is taking 10 ton. Okay, so if you are giving the 5 ton or 7 ton, so that is very awkward. It is not very awkward, that is very loss for the company. So we have to use the full capacity of any container or any truck. And then last one is coming the performance. Determine the efficiency of handling performance in terms of cost per unit handle with the primary creation. Okay, so performance means we have to perform the principle according to the cost of the unit. Okay, there is a part, everything is needed to the cost, so we have to perform the material handling which is beneficial for the company. Okay, the next part we are discussing other things in the material handling. Now we are going to start the selection of material handling equipments. First one, the properties of material, like which type of material you are transporting. Okay, maybe it's solid, liquid, or gas. Okay, which type of material you are transporting, and it depends on the size, shape, and the weight of the material. Now layout and the characteristic of the building. So like low living ceiling, you can't use the crane or any type of hoist. Okay, for that, like for the big industry which you need some moving object through the uh, hanging options, so that should be, the ceiling should be bigger, like the manufacturing units, the ceiling should be bigger, the conveyor belt, whatever the layout, whatever type of you are manufacturing, that depends on your size of the, that depends according to the production, you need to increase the layout or the design of the any manufacturing unit. The production flow, so which type of production you are doing, like if you are making any type of box or any type of thing, so that should be conveyor belt, wheel, these things are needed for the production flow. And suppose your production is going out, like trucks is needed for the big amount of dispatch. Okay, cost consideration. Cost is the most important part of any type of any type of operations. So you should be understand the what is the cost efficient, which is the initial investment, and what is the return of investment, that should be considered and calculated for the when you're doing the material handling part. And next one is coming the nature of operation. Selection of the equipment also depends on the nature of the operation, like whether handling is temporary or permanent, its a flow is continuous or intermittent, so that things are needed of the operation, like if you're doing the vertical, horizontal, or gravity specific, so that should be nature of the operation. Next one is coming that the engineering factors. Engineering factors means that is the coming the layout and the what is the size of the door, like ceiling dimension, floor space, floor condition, and structural strength of, that is the engineering factor. Basically the establishment, which type of production you are doing, and the it's depend on the establishment. It's according to that you have to make the establishment. Like if the IT company structure is different, because they need a specific cubicles office, and if case of the any aluminum manufacturing fund, there should be a crane, hoist, forklift, the structure of the floor, uh, space of the employee, these things are actually needed. Okay, now equipment reliability. What is that? Reliability on the equipment, the supplier reputation after sales service also plays the important role in selecting material handling equipments, like which type of, how to pack, how the materials are delivering to the consumer, that is the equipment reliability. These things are depending on the material handling. In this part, we are showing you that various type of equipment, that type and their use. Like if I taking the, this is a conveyor, crane, truck, hoist, chute, tractor, these things are over there. Okay, so conveyor, this is a wheel conveyor. So what is the use of the wheel conveyor? Moving lightweight items over the rollers manually, moving bulk materials using the screw conveyor. So these things are actually over there. You can pause the video and write it down, various type of conveyor, truck, hoist are using for the using of the material handling goods. Okay, and the end of the video we are going to show you material handling process in the Amazon fulfillment center. Okay, thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.